Excel, quagmire, round 2, we retire. Round 3, run the city, show no pity, QB.
Welcome, students. We have an empty seat here today. We might have another panelist joining us, but
got a late slip.
Yeah, I hope he's got a late slip. Enrico from BotKeeper will be possibly joining us. If not, he's here in spirit. But we do have Byron Patrick, our IT department, here with us today. And we have Dan, pronounce your last name for our students. Barinholtz. That's what I would have said. Barinholtz. Dan Barinholtz from Stanford Tax, one of our tournament sponsors with us today. This is it here. We're at the Final Four. Dan, did you ever think you would be here right now broadcasting on an accountant bracket challenge?
You know, if you would have told me a couple of years that I wouldn't believe it, but I'm certainly glad that I'm here.
I'm glad you're here too. I want to thank you for being one of our 3 marquee sponsors of this tournament. And we also have a second one of our, Enrico, if you could just put some headphones on maybe, just so I don't get an echo. Enrico Palmerino joining us from BotKeeper in the nick of time. You can say what's up to our students, Enrico.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for having me.
Dope. All right. So we got our full panelists. We're going to talk about how we got here today. First, let me give you a couple seconds here. Enrico, give me a little intro, what BotKeeper is to our students here. We'll talk about our sponsors a little bit before we get started.
Sure. So Enrico Palmerino, I'm the founder and CEO of BotKeeper. BotKeeper is an automated bookkeeping platform for accounting firms that uses AI to automate away a lot of the high volume, mundane accounting work, assisting accountants in being able to be more strategic and advisory to their clients, as well as doing, I'd say, a lot of like the dirty work or the pre-advisory work for them, such as serving up analytics and insights and context around what's going on in a client's business.
Dope. Well, BotKeeper was a participant in the tournament. BotKeeper was ousted by Bookkeep in the first round. Not really competitors in any way, but you did bow out after the first round. BotKeeper was in it this year. Stanford Tax also was in the bracket. It was just in the bonus tax bracket. So, but Dan's got a great, both Dan and Enrico are giving away some prizes today. We got some giveaways later on. But today we're here to talk about who made it to the championship of the tournament. So we're going to talk a little bit about how we got here, guys. This is down to 2 teams. We have, of the Final Four, 2 repeat teams. Last year's Final Four was Gusto against Uncat in the app side, and Jason Stats against future firm Ryan Lazanis in the education side. Last year, Jason Stats pulled out all the stops against Lazanis and had a big Twitter war, called Lazanis a robot. It was hilarious. It was like the Lazanis files. So much fun, so much activity, so much laughter, and he prevailed and won. He made it into the championship. Last year against Uncat, Gusto came in strong and got destroyed by Uncat in the final. Out of the same bracket that Right Tool was, Uncat beat Right Tool in the first round last year, and now Right Tool went up against Uncat in the first round again this year and prevailed. Round 1. Round 2, they beat Bookkeep. Round 3, they beat their father's QuickBooks, and then went up against the strongest in the tournament, Keeper, that led everybody in votes. They beat him, upset in the Elite 8, and now they're going up against Gusto. So let's kind of talk about this one here. Do you guys have any comments from this initial phase? We didn't talk about Bookkeeping Side Hustle either. I do have to mention Bookkeeping Side Hustle. The redhead went hard this year in the paint. She pushed her following. She's got 32,000 followers in her Facebook group that are all a percentage of them are all coming in here and voting each time because she's winning round after round after round. She went up against who was it in the first round here? Bookkeeping Side Hustle, Tax Twitter. Destroyed Tax Twitter. 307 to 173. went up against future firm Ryan Lazanis, who was in the Final Four last year, 254 to 210. Bookkeeping buds against the bookkeeping side hustle. Bookkeepers unite, but peace out, bookkeeping buds. And then she went up against the mighty Scaling New Heights and won, as going up against the leader of the tournament, Jason Statz, who led everybody in nominations. I don't think we need to say much more. He's the number one seed. I think Keeper did actually get more votes than Jason as we were tallying the votes, but Jason does lead all categories here with his first name. So, are we ready to take a look? What do you guys predict on these matchups? Anything that you're looking for here? I'm going to just kind of show some graphics as we're talking. Any commentary from our panelists?
I don't know. I think there could be an upset for Jason.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Everyone just likes an underdog. So you get an underdog, going against Jason, who's kind of like the shoe-in. And I wouldn't be surprised if like that creates like a real strong rally.
Dan?
Yeah, no, I usually root for the underdog, but something tells me that Jason is going to do a repeat here. Let's see, I'm on the edge of my seat.
So you think Jason's going to win this one? And of all the education out there, Jason's probably going to win. Would you guys both? Or no, actually, Enrico's thinking the upset. Byron, did you have any predictions for this one?
I mean, honestly, when I saw Bookkeeping Side Hustle was rocking 32,000 members in her Facebook page, that definitely swayed how I thought this might turn out. I mean,
so
that's a pretty big team there.
So we talked about the
like Tyson versus Paul.
Yeah, well, the thing is she came out swinging hard in the beginning. I mean, I'm not trying to reveal anything here. She was up by 10 just right out the gate. And when by the time I posted the halftime score, I think she was still up by about 5. So the underdog was winning at halftime, Enrico. So that's potentially what we're going to see here. But let's talk about the other matchup too, because I'm not going to reveal the winner of that one yet. That matchup was so tight, so contested here. I want to build up some suspense before we move on. Gusto has been the dominant force every year in this money bracket. They always come out of the money bracket on both feet. They didn't get knocked down once. None of their matchups were close. They always beat out the utility bracket too. So anybody that came out of this last year, I'm pretty sure it was Zapier. This year it was Google Suite. These utilities are very well loved by accountants, and Gusto still prevails. They're the only payroll app that made it into the tournament. So, Gusto has gotten a lot of love going into the Final Four both years. I posted the halftime score yesterday, and they were getting slaughtered at halftime by Right Tool. So there's something to be said about this books bracket here. If Uncat was the champion of the tournament last year, and they got stomped by Right Tool in the first round this year. So what do you guys think about this final matchup, Gusto versus Right Tool?
I just think Gusto has the numbers.
Gusto's got the numbers.
You just need such a small percentage of Gusto users to participate.
Yeah, well, we would. That's also what Will said at Gusto. He said that Gusto, all he had to do is press a button and promote it, and then Gusto would get hundreds of votes. Yeah. So we'll see if that happened. Dan, care to weigh in on this Gusto versus Right Tool?
Gusto on this one. gonna go on with gusto on this one. I actually went to school with one of the co-founders, Tomer. And
Tomer Augusto?
we were Tomer Augusto. We were friends back at Stanford. So I'm gonna root for them, and
Well, everybody ready for the results?
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Oh shit.
Brr, 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 brr. Right Tool made it into the championship.
Annihilation.
It was
What
not
was-
even close.
What was the vote count last year?
So last year it was 251 to 179.
Wow.
251. Gusto got 179 last year. Now Gusto had more votes overall, or actually it was within 2 going into this match. So this is just something about these head-to-head matchups where somebody's got momentum going into the championship. They've got a lot of people that are still following from the beginning, and it snowballs into more, and then they got fans, and then they're being cheered on. Hector has been he's stepped in as the human as part of the app to help promote Right Tool too. He's been pushing it. They sent an email out. He got 400 clicks on the email he sent. So congratulations to Hector. He's been like the head cheerleader at Right Tool. It's his app. But yeah, they're also giving a prize away today too. Another 1-year subscription, $500 value to anybody, that's possibly voted for them too. They've gotten over 1,600 votes so far in the tournament. Lots and lots of love for Right Tool. This is the tool that corrects QuickBooks. So it fixes QuickBooks. It's the right tool. They're in the championship. What do you guys got to say?
I like the name.
The underdog.
Right Tool.
It's the underdog story just played out. So, yeah.
Well, they were a 3 seed, and Gusto technically a 4 seed. So they're both underdogs in the Final Four here. But Gusto was the dominant player. Gusto made it to the Final Four last year. It's like the
Scott,
Gonzaga.
When we had our Selection Monday show, we talked about the team that puts the effort and energy into promoting with their user base is going to go far. And I think this is a perfect example of where Right Tool, they got their fans aligned.
Yeah.
And Gusto, I didn't see any big push, but to Hector's credit, he did it. And I mean,
Same thing
the score
happened.
speaks for itself.
Same thing happened with Uncat last year. It came out of the same bracket too. This was a very similar scenario. So maybe people feel like it's the underdog, Enrico. Maybe they feel like they're rooting for the underdog with Right Tool because it's like a browser extension versus the established payroll player.
Totally.
So, yeah. What you think, Dan? You got anything to say to your friend Tomer at Gusto?
We should catch up. It's been a while. I'm sure you guys we'll pull through next year. But Stanford Tax will come strong next year, so we're gonna give you some competition.
There you go.
Yeah. No, Right Tool. I'm sure. It speaks to their product for sure because clearly they have a lot of fans, and so they should be proud of what they've accomplished.
It's very important to note, like they are prevailing over every application in the space. Like they've won out every single side of that half of the bracket. So now Right Tool is going to represent the technology in the technology versus the humans. That's our theme of the day. And we don't know which human is going to represent the human side, but it could be the redhead or the Jason. We don't know yet. We'll see in a minute here. So yeah, let's go ahead and reveal those results. I'm just going to go back here and talk about this. I'm going to scan up and we'll see who's going to represent the humans in this human side.
Jason has such a following,
He does.
like diehards. Like, and even just the fact that like the Right Tool app page is literally just a video of Jason talking about it. Like when your website is just take someone commenting on their using of your app, and that's your homepage. Like that speaks to what he's got going for him. But I still say like I think it's going to be a similar thing. The underdog's going to push harder.
So it's important to note that all four Final Four contestants were on Hector's show yesterday, or he put on like a live impromptu thing, and he got all four together. Even Will was on from Gusto representing. And it was very cordial. There was no like, it wasn't like the Jake Paul Tyson, no smack talk. Jason was rooting for Kate. He said, go vote for Kate. He was supporting her. She's so supportive. Kate doesn't have like a paid offering or anything. She's just doing this as a cheerleader. She's a cheerleader for all the bookkeepers, all the accountants, everybody. She's just in here just to have fun too. So it was exciting to see this matchup as close as it was too. This was not like last year where Jason put out the Lozanis files and it was like a big artificial beef happening, and they were both competing to the end, to the final hour. This one, it was like he's cheering her on Twitter. He's like, go vote for Kate, and Hector's cheering Kate on too. So she's like, the symbol, or like the beacon of hope for the accounting profession here. Everybody's putting their eggs in her basket. But needless to say, like, this matchup was very close all throughout the day. It was like tied. I mean, me and Byron were seeing the scores go up and down, but it wasn't like up and down. This was like, it was within 6 votes, within 2. Oh wait, the next person's in the lead. Kate's in the lead now by 3 votes. Oh, Kate's up by 5. Oh wait, no, now Stats is up by 5. Stats is up by 8. Stats is down by 2. Kate's up by 5. All day this was happening. It was exciting to watch. So just to build up some of the suspense here, you guys ready to find out the results of who's representing the humans?
Oh shit, so close.
That's a close one.
So close. Up until the end. It was like the final hour.
Yep.
Last night it was tied.
Wow.
At 189, it was tied at about, yeah.
Yeah, it was 189, both. But this is what we keep telling people. Every vote counts. This is just a silly, close.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was the closest Final Four matchup we've ever had. He ended up winning by a large margin in the end against Lozanis. Last year it was like 271 to 151 or something like that, or 180. So Kate, the underdog, I wish you most success. You came to play. You came to win this year. Congratulations. Thank you.
It was a good run. It was a good
Yeah,
run.
I was rooting for you.
Really strong run.
Good run. So, everybody, here we have the final bout. The final matchup of the tournament. The humans versus the machines. I took out Hector's face so we could play this whole idea of humans versus technology. If I said humans versus technology and I had Hector there, it would be who's the human? Is Jason the technology, and is Hector the human? There were doubts that Jason was even a real being until we started seeing him at more conferences. We thought maybe he was just.
He does have 5 fingers, not 6. Like that photo looks.
See, there's a little bit of touch up here. We're seeing things happening. Enrico, what do you think about the storyline that's been developing over the tournament? Now we've got this whole humans versus technology thing happening.
I mean, I think it's an interesting storyline because I don't think there's actually ever going to be a human versus tech. Like we're not seeing it. I don't think anyone in the AI space is seeing it. You're just seeing humans doing more with tech and arguably working to some degrees, working harder using tech to outpace others given the power of tech. It's kind of just like, it's like everything in life, right? Like you got people used to have casual work weeks and play golf, and then the smartphone came out And it's like, oh shit, this is gonna change or streamline and take away a lot of time. It just meant people worked more because it's like a tool that gives you an edge, but it's only an edge until other people aren't doing it, and then if other people are doing it, you got to do it more. And that's where I'm seeing like the tech really, at least in this chapter of call it the technology evolution. People are using AI, getting an edge, but they're putting more time in to get that edge. It's giving them a substantial edge, and it's just going to raise the bar. And to keep that edge, you're going to have to just keep doing more.
So Jason is doing that. Jason uses AI, he leverages AI for a lot of his what he does in the content creation. AI is a great contributor for this creative for these creative pursuits that he's doing. So I'm sure that's why he has such a high advantage and such a large lead over anybody else in this space. I think he's one of the only people that does this full time. As far as like create content for accountants, there's nobody else that does it like this. And so he's so far in the lead. That's why he's representing the humans in this side of the area, because he's effectively leveraging technology for everything that he does. Same with the technology app on this side. Hector has grown a large following on his YouTube channel and done everything, and he's turned that into an app that essentially is like, the human correction of another big tool in our space too. So what he's done is genius. Is he's taken all the feedback that he's gotten from all of his audience and fixed everything in QuickBooks that they haven't been able to fix, or that doesn't quite work right. Now that right tool does all of that stuff. All the most feedback that they get, QuickBooks could turn around and turn that into their product and fix their product. But because they're such a large machine, they can't move that fast. So Hector's got a team of programmers, and they're doing that in real time. It's pretty dope. It's kind of like what you guys do, Dan. You're leveraging technology to delivering some of these tax. Why don't you give us a quick plug for Stanford Tax here? What is it that Stanford Tax does?
So we want to make the lives of accountants and tax preparers specifically easier during tax season. And what we do is we automate various parts of the tax prep lifecycle. So we started by focusing on automating the collection of tax info from clients, and we're now getting into helping accountants to automate the preparation of the tax returns. We help to save accountants a lot of time.
It's a very slick looking tool. It makes everything look easier. If somebody can mute, I'm getting a little feedback. I love the look and feel of it, and I found out about it through a Jason video. Like that's how we all find out about tech tools these days. As he brings them, that's how I found out about Uncat last year. I can't say that right tool I found out through Jason, but like you said, Enrico, his image was on their site. Keeper, he made a video for. They were also head on this tournament. So that's also something to note. If you have an app and you don't have Jason do a video for you, you're probably not going to succeed in this tournament. That just goes without saying. So Enrico, where's your where's BotKeeper's video by Jason? Or is BotKeeper going to have a rap by Scotty? Is that what BotKeeper's going to get?
Both. Yeah. No, we've talked to Jason. I think it's just a matter of figuring out when it's the right time.
Yeah.
And we want to do it when our product can really shine. So we just launched Infinite. I feel like it's that time or very near it.
Infinite. So, yeah. What's up, Dan?
No, sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, you good? You good? We're going to talk about it.
I was just gonna say, Jason Stats made a great video for us, and it's right on our website. You have to scroll a bit to get to it, but if you go to stanfordtax.com, you can watch Jason's video on our website, and then we'll give you a glimpse of what we do. And then just one last thing I want to mention about Stanford Tax is we integrate with 6 of the popular tax filing software. So CCH Access. Am I losing connection?
I can hear you. So CCH. access all of the major Ultra Tax.
Ultratax, Pro Series, Lacert, Drake, and we use those integrations in order to personalize, to get access to the prior year tax return data, and we use that to personalize the collection for this current tax season.
Yeah.
So just one last thing I wanted to mention.
No, for sure. And it's very important. I mean, the tool that you've created has automated a process that accountants hate every year. And in my firm, we spent an entire off season creating a type form to automate or to try and automate that. We didn't really, I mean, we got Zapiers in there and stuff. We tried to duct tape it together years ago because your product didn't exist. I wish you were on the market and in the market years ago. Now we have a type form and it's somewhat automated. It's not very painful. It's pretty easy, but it's not as slick and it's not as cool as yours. So I would suggest instead of building your own type form to do it, go check out Stanford Tax. It's dope. Yeah. What do you guys think about this this matchup here? Who's going to win?
This is where I think Right Tools got it. It's one thing to, I think, have influence in the space. It's another thing to be a tool or an application that can rapidly scale out. So you're gonna have more Gusto-like benefit from a larger user base, and I mean they're hot right now. It's a hot product. A lot of people are really liking it. It's simple.
Mm-hmm. Both hot commodities, Jason and Right Tool.
Oh, and I think last round we saw definitely the Right Tool army coming out to vote. You know, you figure a good probably maybe half of the votes that Jason acquired were also Right Tool votes.
It wasn't as prominent as last year. That's important to note. Almost every Right Tool vote came in as either one. It wasn't necessarily like,
Right.
I hope to see a beef this week or some kind of like some kind of, and this is everybody like, no, this Hector said he's not going to pull. If Kate won, he said he was going to be nice and like, play nice. If Jason won, he's not pulling out any of the stops. He's pulling out all the stops basically. So I hope to see something fun this week. I don't know if Jason's going to be as nice as he was to Kate. Let's just say.
Well, if you tally up, so like if you just tally up the votes that Right Tools gotten.
Yeah, Right Tools got, and I got a graphic with that too. It just is not on here. Right Tools gotten about 17 something, and Jason's gotten 1,400. Right Tools gotten almost 200 more than him total going into.
So it's not crazy.
No, it's not. And again, Gusto had
Within
more.
reason.
Yeah, Gusto had more. Keeper had more than Right Tool going into it. Definitely. I think Scaling New Heights had more than Bookkeeping Side Hustle. So it's like about the momentum getting in here. And now it's like not just that, but who would you choose over these two? If you had to pose a choice between the human and the machine and the tool.
And I got to root for the machines, man.
Mm-hmm. Dan?
Oh, you're asking me. So I'm gonna stick with Jason as I did before. I just think I'm gonna have to go with the humans on this one, but I'm happy as a human myself. I'm happy to have Jason representing us humans. I think he does a great job.
Let's go humans.
I think he's gonna pull through.
Dope. Well, I think we got some prizes to give away. I think we're going to wrap up today with some prizes. You can go vote, I believe, now or fairly soon.
Voting is open, sir.
Voting is live, and it's also important to note we're giving away some prizes right now, but next week we're giving away the Apple Vision Pro. And after you vote for this round, if you complete our quick survey, you get 100 more raffle tickets. So please go vote. You'll get a pop-up that comes up. It'll give you the survey. We'll probably send a link to the survey too. Anywhere you can get that survey, but go vote for this matchup. Right tool versus Jason Stats. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? We don't know. All we know is it's the humans versus the machines, and we got a split panel today. Machines 1 vote, humans 1 vote. I got some participants on LinkedIn saying let's go humans. So I think
may have
I'll
to figure out how to vote twice because I'm as a user of Right Tool and a consumer of Jason's content. I may have to vote.
You're a house divided. I wonder if some people just
Get
won't
your girls
vote.
to vote.
Yeah, I wonder if some people just won't vote. Byron, do you want to share the prize screen? We're going to give away some prizes here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pulling it up.
So we have an automatic prize picker that's going to pick one of the many 70,000 raffle tickets we've given away. We're going to give away a $500 Stanford tax credit first here. So $500 towards Stanford tax. Use it wisely. Let's pick it. If you're not a tax preparer and your firm doesn't do taxes, I'm sure we could work something out. But this is the prize: $500 Stanford tax credit.
And for clarification, we've given away over 85,000 raffle tickets. So
85,000. We're going to be giving away a lot more after people start filling out the survey. We want to make the tournament better. Fill out the survey, please. Get 100 more. Woo-wee.
Stanford tax prize.
Francis Joseph. He's a fractional CFO. He may not do taxes. But
Or she.
thank you. Oh, yeah, she. I saw Joseph. Joseph would, but Mary Joseph, too. That could be a woman. All right. Francis. I think it's France. Yeah, Francis. Congratulations. You've won a $500 tax credit, Stanford tax credit. 3 months of up to 5 users of Infinite.
Five licenses, yeah.
5 licenses, 5
infinite users.
infinite users, 5 licenses, 3 months for the winner of this one. And that's the BotKeeper easy pay option. Easy option. Do it yourself option. What do you want to call this? The light?
That's the infinite option.
It's the infinite option. Well,
Infinite
yeah.
licenses. Yeah.
So, infinite for 5. Let's do it.
Oh, another one, too.
Yeah.
5. Penny.
Penny, you've won.
Jerron.
I'll hook up
Winner.
everybody with their prizes.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Penny.
That's
And
also
then
one of the early users of that, of non-beta users, right? That's awesome.
yep, she's going to be one of the early users. She or he. I don't know if Penny's. There's Penny Hardaway. Right Tool. 1 year of Right Tool Pro up to $500 value.
Another
Here,
one.
another $500 value. What's the value of that Infinite one, Enrico?
A little over $1,000.
Woo! All right, we're giving away big prizes today. $2,000 in prizes today. Right here, let's do this. Right Tool. Right Tool's gotten almost 2,000 votes in this tournament, which is a lot of raffle tickets given to those voters. Hopefully, this is a Right Tool user, and that would be a very valuable prize.
That's right. That's
Hector
right.
just put $500 in your pocket.
We gotta reset.
We got to reset. All right.
Yeah.
That's all right. This
This
prize
happened
picker,
last
it's a lot of work going on there. They're filtering through 80,000 of these raffle tickets. So,
Hey, give it a refresh. There we go. Hold on. There we go.
boo, 1, 3, 7. And this is how we will be picking our Apple Vision Pro next week. Or this. Tushar.
Rathod.
Tushar, you have just won a 1-year subscription of Right Tool Pro. Students, tune in on Friday to find out the results of this championship. It is Jason Stats versus Right Tool.
There's already 10
Go
votes
vote.
in.
Already 10 of you have voted already. We hope
Tool's
to
up,
we hope to
6-4.
get. Oh yeah. Well, let's not look too far into those early results. Yeah. So go in and vote. We're going to do some pushes during the week. The voting for this window is shorter since you're only voting for one matchup, but go ahead and fill out that prize, the survey after the prize, so we can make this tournament bigger and better next year. I want to thank our sponsors. We didn't get to see Relay on here today, but we did get two of our lovely, lovely Booster Club sponsors here, Enrico Palmerino from BotKeeper and Dan Barinholtz from Stanford Tax. Thank you for watching. Thank you for paying attention. Your vote counts for this matchup. It's Right Tool versus Jason Stats. You still have a chance to win an Apple Vision Pro, and you decide who wins, the humans versus the machines. Go vote now. Thanks, homies.
Thank you.
Guys.